Good morning, children. My name is Edith Michelle, and I volunteer as a docent for the National Museum of African Art in Washington, D.C. We are part of the Smithsonian Museum Institution. I don't know where you are, but I'm really happy to be launching Watoto Reads, an African virtual story time on Facebook Live. I'm going to admit I'm a little nervous, but hopefully you'll enjoy the story and we'll learn something. What we're trying to do in this series is to connect you to our award-winning exhibit called Heroes, Principles of African Greatness. This exhibit celebrates nearly 50 works of art by classical and contemporary artists from a variety of African countries as well as the diaspora. And they tell the story of their heroic principles and values of a number of known and unknown heroes as well as sheroes. One of the heroes featured in the exhibit is a South African hero. He's really a global hero, and you've probably heard of him, Nelson Mandela. Have you? I am Ya Asantewa of the Shanti Kingdom. I fought the British for our freedom. They invaded our land and they tried to rule, and they tried to even steal our sacred golden stool, the symbol and soul of our Ashanti nation. That stool had to be protected from the British invasion. I was so disgusted and surprised when I saw the defeat in my soldiers' eyes. I said, "How dare you fear? Where is your pride? We must protect our kingdom at all time. And if you're too scared to defend, we women, we will rise up and we will fight to the end." So it's a Shiro story and a whole lot more. Please tune in to Zawadi Griot. I'm going to start by asking you a question. How many of you have seen the movie The Black Panther, which takes place in the make-believe and secret kingdom of Wakanda? I bet a lot of you have seen that movie. Well, in that movie, Black Panther, Wakanda is a fictional kingdom. But dreams of a place like Wakanda began sometime around the 1400s and the 1500s in the Caribbean mountains and forested hills of a Spanish colony called Saint-Domingue. Then and there, Africans in the Americas first broke away from slavery to form their own societies with indigenous island people. So it's in Haiti that the Haitian Revolution led to the creation of the first free black state in the world. And in the 1800s, Haiti stood as the beacon of black freedom in the world of slavery. So today we're going to learn about the superheroes of the Haitian Revolution. Superheroes like Macandal, Boukman Douti, Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, and François Capua. Wakanda might not be Haiti, but this story is true. And it's where Haiti was before we could conceptualize even a place like Wakanda. What's interesting about this story, it's based on historical fact. The story was written by a first-generation Haitian American born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. And as a child, he was often picked on by his classmates for being Haitian. His last name was de Ronecourt, and the teachers did not know how to pronounce his name correctly. And at times he felt almost ashamed to be Haitian until he started reading about Haitian history. And when he understood that Haiti accomplished something that no other nation had accomplished, the birth of the first Black Republic, he felt a tremendous sense of pride. So he wrote this book in part for his son to establish a sense of pride of his ancestors and to acknowledge their superhero status. Miriam sang as soon as she could talk and danced as soon as she could walk. She sang folk songs as her mother played the drums. She sang pop songs for her brother and his friends. She sang hymns with her sisters in the Sunday choir, and that's what she's doing right here. She said, "Music gets deep inside me and starts to shake things up." And from deep inside, Miriam began to shake up the world. Here, she sings at church, and her choir teacher tells Miriam, "Let's shout it out," and she does.